Hey Sagittarius, what's going on? I hope that you're all doing well. The first card that we have out is Page of Cups. I'm seeing you spending time right now getting in touch. There can be something that you're working on. You may be working on getting more in touch. It feels like wanting to sort of get your finger on the pulse of the energy currently. See how this Page of Cups is doing something with the energy? It feels like tuning into it. If you see the hands on this Page of Cups, how they're sort of like around something energetically. This feels like getting a sense for something so you can sort of move in rhythm with it, but also maybe like have a hand in the way that something is moving. And this looks like just a continuation of what you have been working on with the Eight of Wands here. It's actually the Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Wands. But maybe something is going to get moving, thinking of the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Pentacles will be something that you have been putting a lot of energy into for quite some time. This can be something that you care about, that you've invested a lot in, that you like work at pretty consistently. It's interesting because Eight of Pentacles speaks of a very seasoned energy, like somebody that has been spending a lot of time doing something to the point of becoming very good at it. So you see that as being, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's just a seasoned energy. But when you look at Page of Cups is, I feel like Page of Cups is it's something that's so like guttural and such a feeling that it's beyond time, because it is the Page of Cups, and cups are sort of like the spirit and the feeling of things. So it doesn't really matter how much time you did or didn't put into something. It's sort of what you're experiencing presently in that moment, beyond just what's going on manifesting within the 3D, which contains time within it. Page of Cups is getting to that very pure space from within you, where you are just naturally in touch with things, and so you don't have to practice anything because that's already generated from within you. So when you get to that pure place within you, it's beyond that comprehension having to do with practice or anything like that, because it's as practiced as it will be. And because of being in that pure space, you sort of rely on just your natural way of being. So there is, in a sense, almost if you take these energies at face value, something that feels opposite but actually really goes well together here. A Page of Cups is going to be in flow of things and breaking everything down and taking off all of the extra layers to get to the purity within. And then Eight of Pentacles is also like the hard work that you put in within something. So it feels like that mixing of application with the Eight of Pentacles and then your sort of like natural way of being. So there's that purity of the energy and then the application of how you're using that, how you've been using that, and continuing to work on what you've been working on. It's like doing work to get to a pure part within you that's beyond like the programming and whatnot. Peeling back the layers. So it's not, I have to get myself to that position. It feels like it's taking anything away that would have you feeling like you're not already in the right spot. But there also being a practical application for this as well. Soul memories you're accessing. Some of you, this is the past work that you have done, that you are connecting to. This is like past work, past experiences, past skills, past memories. I'm seeing Six of Cups. It's like something that's coming together now. Maybe that's something that's being unveiled. This is feeling like a meditation, or it's feeling like a regression of some sort back into like what you've already done, maybe so you can harness that and connect with that now. And use it for what you're doing currently or what you want to expand upon. Some of you even in a creative sense, seeing strength here. An investment of the heart definitely has your creative energy infused within this. This feels like in order to have you continuing something that you've been doing, and it may be hard to do exactly that currently. So you have something going on. This is something that's been going on. It feels like this is about continuing to invest in something, even though it may be difficult right now for some reason, but it being important that you continue to participate in this, that you continue to sort of give to this. I do feel like heart and creativity are a big part of this. Passion and expression. And your continued participation. Okay. If you can follow the route intuitively, where you're tapped in and listening to the very pure guidance that you have, like that very divine wisdom that you are connected with, if you're willing to follow that, it looks like it's going to be taking you into somewhere that will put your mind more at ease if you hadn't been feeling so at ease. And it doesn't have to be, for some of you, you can feel like you're constantly not feeling at ease because of something that's going on, but for others of you, it can sort of come up sometimes where you could be feeling unsettled or could be feeling stressed, or just like there's a lot on your mind, or you can be feeling out of a flow state. What I'm seeing happening is with the continued investment in something, I'm seeing that things are going to be moving forward, and that also too it's going to be settling down. Even mentally, things are going to be feeling like they're settling down. Maybe instead of being so erratic or just being stressful or congested. Some of you, there's something with your creativity slash intuition slash inspiration that you're using in, you're applying this in some type of practical way. It can be some type of art that you're doing. It can have to do with anything where like a flow would be involved, and you're using it, like you're utilizing that with something that you're doing, you're applying it to something that you're doing. Because Page of Cups feels like the way that you feel some type of process out. 8 of Pentacles feels like the process that you're actually doing. Like Page of Cups is sort of how you're doing something, how you're moving through it. 8 of Pentacles is the actual thing that you're working on, the thing that you have going on, the thing that you're doing. 6 of Cups is feeling like drawing into that water energy so you can use it for what you're doing and sort of add to the creation that you're currently investing upon. And then also things moving forward at a time when maybe something had been going on that you hadn't been feeling so at ease, and moving to a place where you will be feeling at ease, and you can even feel like, okay, now things are getting moving forward in a way where they hadn't necessarily been before. Intuitive problem solving as well. There's a theme that I do keep seeing within the reading that has to do with, rather than like learning how to do problem solving, this feels like you already have that knowledge within you. It's just about tapping into it and then applying it to what you're doing. So it's not like you have to figure something out or gain something that you don't already have to help you with what you have going on. This feels like needing to just tap into what you already have at your disposal, as that is like you in your natural form, to take that and to apply it to what you have currently going on, to continue the work that you're doing. Because I'm seeing you be very concentrated with something. Okay, Ace of Swords. That is going to be a relief to see. Ace of Swords will be a breakthrough with something that you've been working on. The work that you've been doing. King of Swords and Ace of Swords is going to feel like a very clear-headed space and very focused space that you come into. Where things are coming together. This feels like a lot of different things that are uniting at this point. Even from a spiritual standpoint. Some of you, I'm also seeing too that there's something that you share from the heart, channel from the heart, that you share creatively or express creatively. It's like what you add to the tapestry of your life and what you're working on. When I see Strength and when I see Knight of Cups, this feels like expressing yourself authentically, and that just like dripping in creativity because of the authenticity of it, because it's not like this cookie cutter of what you're doing, but it's something that is so purely your energy that it is art in itself because of that, because it is unique and original to you. I get this sense too that this can be like a tuning into that aspect of your energy that maybe before all of the other things influenced it, that could have felt like outer things that were influencing it. It's like coming back to that place. I'm hearing granular. It feels like coming back to a place that is just the genesis of things for you, like the genesis of your heart and your creativity and how you express yourself, and even just the way that you move through things. The message that you put out there. Having Strength and Knight of Cups feels like a message from the heart that is expressed. And Seven of Pentacles can be like a channeling of sorts that you're doing in somewhere within your life. In some place within your life. And that be the path that you're currently on. This is definitely a continuation of what you have been doing. But for some reason, stuff could have gotten rocky in some way, or it could have felt like there were some like worries or just something that you were working through. Now it does feel like things are settling, or that you're not going to be stuck anymore, that you're going to be moving forward. You just had to like tap into the right energy in order for this to work. Okay. What you're doing and where you're going, hope and optimism associated with the future, but having to feel something out. This can be feelings that you're working with too, about where things are going, and also making progress, tapping into your intuition, and also the way that you move through the energy. Like this very subtle energetic experience that you're working through. and where that's taking you, where that's leading you, sort of like the direction that you get from it, and then where you go in relation to that. I do feel like you have a hand in this, the way that things work, like the way that you receive this energy and then where that guides you based off of how you interpret it. And I am seeing you definitely moving forward, because more than anything, you could have felt a bit stuck on something mentally, or just that you were working something out. Now I'm seeing you be at that point where things are definitely more free flowing than they had been before. You just had to like tune into that. Yeah, you could have been feeling intuitively stuck before, but I'm not seeing that be the case any longer. It feels like you have clarity about what you're currently doing, what you're working on. You could even be receiving a breakthrough that has to do with your work / what you've been working on. I get to this piece of you that you could feel like, I'm reconnecting with that part of myself. So if you felt like you were like split off from yourself or separated from anything around you, like the universe or your guides, or there was just something that was going on where you didn't feel totally whole or like totally on the same page, or there was some type of conflict or opposition, I'm seeing everything like come back together where it's supposed to go, and then it feels like you can be a mouthpiece for that pure bound energy. Bound just meaning like integrated and connected, not bound from a restricted place. More so from a like sewn together, so something can be strengthened because of the bond that it has. Continuing to invest in your path of interest, and you moving forward with things now and feeling hopeful about the direction. Okay, ending with Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This can have to do with your journey with yourself. It can have to do with anything going on within your personal life. It can have to do with your body. It can have to do with your spirituality. It can have to do with your home, your finances, your personal relationships, your self-care, just all of the stuff that is in the realm of things that personally matter to you as an individual. So yeah, all of that personal stuff that's going on for you. I get the sense of you needing to get back into something. Yeah. I wonder too if, Sagittarius, maybe some of you had some type of run-in with an energy that could have like separated you a bit from yourself, you know? Could have had you maybe impacted your confidence or your self-trust or something like that, or felt like it just brought you into a place of feeling a bit disconnected or at odds with yourself, something that you had going on. And it could have impacted the way that you express yourself, and also just your natural like abundance, creativity, stuff that you attract within your life. This could have come in the form of some type of like criticism or not being supported or not being seen, and I feel like it was something that may have put like some type of self-doubt on you in some way, and you could have felt like it sort of like knocked you back a little bit and you like backstepped, but now this feels like I can step forward now. Having strength be the only major arcana here. Strength is about courage, especially having it be connected with Knight of Cups. This is about courage for you to express yourself, to be moving in a way that feels authentic to you, to be mobilizing your emotions, for you to be following your heart, for you to be in touch and moving with like creativity and authentic expression, for you to believe in yourself, for you to trust yourself, for you to not like dim your light or anything like that, but to show up like fully within your energy and be self-expressive in that way. And not just like standing up and like shouting to the crowd, even though for some of you it can have to do with this. It's like in all of the choices that you're making, being like bold and brave with what you're doing and believing in yourself and sort of like what you're creating and knowing that it's always going to be the right thing when it's coming from the heart. This can be too like being involved in the things that you find interesting and intriguing and pulling like inspiration back into those things for yourself when it comes to what you're doing, like things feeling just interesting and like you want to be there and you want to engage in those things, and that you're not going to compromise, and that you will be speaking from the heart no matter what it is that needs to be said, like no matter how difficult it is or how testing it is for you to persevere with this, that you're like really speaking like being a mouthpiece for the heart space and you being in a pure heart space. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.